talking now. Brother man, slip me skin, suck it to me. And they gotta shut their mouth when they talking to me. I look around, it's a whole lot of flexing moments, but I hit the high.
On a crystal clear late fall afternoon, EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to Cleveland, Ohio, and Cleveland Browns Stadium. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here, as it'll be the New England Patriots taking on the Cleveland Browns.
Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. There he goes, right side. Past midfield. Still going. One man to beat. And he will score. Touchdown, Patriots. And that right there is how you silence the home crowd.
All week long in preparation, visiting teams talk about it. Okay, we've got to start fast. We've got to take the crowd out of it, as you just talked about there. We've got to control the ball early. And in this case, forget fast start. This is a blazing start. What they've talked about all week is their offensive unit doing that. Not necessarily the guys returning the opening kickoff, but believe me, they'll take this.
So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown, as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25. They begin the drive with Williams. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. On the option to give to Williams here. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. To a fast pass outside, complete. So the completion good for just 3. And that'll bring up 2nd down. The Browns sitting at a very solid 4-2 record through the first 6 weeks. They come in playing pretty good football, winners of 4 of their last 6 games.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
That one, a first down pickup of 8. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Tua with a quick throw, caught out wide. 2 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. From the gun, it's Tua. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown. What a great play there. Touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Browns are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
taken at the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Now a play fake here on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And this is caught at the 20. A big play there for New England. 62 yards.
I guess we got a good idea about what the game plan is for attacking this secondary. No beating around the bush with this crew. His first throw of the game is a deep shot, and it connects. That's a tendency breaker right there because normally you build up to the big shot, but not in this case.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. The first carry now. This is Johnson. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain followed by a sizable loss here. They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. Off play action. Skinner. Touchdown, Patriots. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Patriots have taken the lead.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field. And that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control. And how about the end result? A touchdown.
Kenenuagu now out of his end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. You look at this Patriots defense. They've certainly had their struggles against the run at the 30th ranked unit out of 32 teams in the NFL.
The numbers are definitely not in their favor, but every time I click on the film and watch them, I see stretches where they play against the run really well. Their biggest problem when you have those explosive runs, those 30, 40, 50-yard runs, that'll really mess up your averages.
Setting to throw on first down is Tua. He's got his man on the crossing route. Down the right sideline. A big play there on the catch and run. 67 yards. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. On to the second from Cleveland. It's the Browns in control of the football as they go to work on a 1st and goal.
All right, come on.
Williams will score. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Sometimes offensive can get too cute down near the goal, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
Now the extra point. Now we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
Here's Johnson again on second down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. Give them 22 there on the third down conversion. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. A first down carry here for Johnson. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
Nice satisfying run on first down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
Again, it's Johnson. And they'll hold him to 3 there as he takes this up to the 47.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46. They give to Johnson going right. Down to about the 45.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
This is 2nd and 8. Johnson running right. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. Off the play fake. Skinner. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Touchdown. Tyquan Thornton. 41 yards. And the Patriots have moved out in front. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 21-14. The kicking unit out for the Patriots as they send this one away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves...
And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. And the Patriots are going to take possession here at their own 33. Certainly not his best throw that time, and not a good time to make it, Charles, when they were a nickel with 5 defensive backs on the field.
And that's exactly why you have those 5 DBs out there. You want extra speed on the field, guys who have ball skills and understand what the passing game can do, and gives them a chance to react and make a play on the football, and they take one of those away.
Yeah, he did not want to go down there as he carries tacklers for a solid gain of 9. Here's Johnson again on second down. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Off play action. Skinner going for the deep ball. And this is taken in at the 5. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. A big play there. 55 yards. And the Patriots have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. But Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp, and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 1.
And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And they will bottle him up behind the line, and now will they use a timeout? Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Tagovailoa going for it on 4th down. He's going to sling this deep downfield. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Off the play fake. Skinner eluding the pressure right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Now on 3rd and to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
And with apologies to Dylan Thomas, apparently they're not going to go gently into the half. They're still out there firing haymakers. They took a chance on a deep ball there, but it winds up incomplete.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line.
At their own 12-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half.
Solo left Zion.
Slot man moves right. Tua, a final shot before half. Flushed out right. Looking right sideline, that's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Browns going to see the football first, but they trail here as we resume play on EA Sports. Nwangu now from his end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now. Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. And the Pats will take over here just shy of the 30. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone.
And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. I'm sure a lot of time was spent in the locker room, Charles, with talking with his defense about setting a tone here in the third quarter when you're down on the scoreboard. A sack like that, maybe that can get them going.
Yeah, you have to believe exactly what you just said. That they got together and said, let's be some change agents here. Let's go ahead and turn things around. Let's be the force that gets us going here in the second half and puts us in a position to find a way to win the game.
Well, that's where this Cleveland crowd, the dog pound in particular, make it difficult on opposing offenses. It looked like they might have had troubles communicating at the line, and it leads to the incompletion. Off-play action. Skinner under pressure, and down he goes. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long. Why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and that leads to a play-action sack. So the punt goes for 56 with a decent return of 13. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
On 2nd down, Tua. Right back to Tony. He's got another one. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
20, TX. Ready.
Tua going to throw. He's got room at the 30. And finally taken down at the 20-yard line. And they're going to speed things up here. A quick throw caught out wide by Judy. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
Williams will try again. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. 62 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Sometimes I get caught in hyperbole, but I think they desperately need to punch this one in. They're running out of time.
Yeah, 2-score game, 2nd half. You're down here. This is the time to put it in the end zone.
And not going to get much better than this for an opportunity.
And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
Sometimes in the run game, you can make the argument that quickness beats size. And how about the example right here?
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. Being chased out left. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The 4th down pass from the 5 falls incomplete, and the Patriots get the football back. The Pats at the line ready to go. They've got the lead here getting late into the 3rd quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
And we're back now here in Cleveland. We get set for the 4th quarter. Patriots have the lead. They also have the football. They go to Johnson again. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 17-yard line.
A give up the middle to Johnson. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Throwing left side, it's complete. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now a handoff. Johnson. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 45-yard line.
There's Johnson. He's been busy this afternoon. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 3.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. It's caught inside the 25. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Up the middle, Johnson. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Now on the heels of that run by Johnson, here's another 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. A great play there. His 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Patriots look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point attempt to follow here. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Browns 14.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Nwangu now from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use it.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Patriots will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. But here in the 4th quarter, defensively, you know that you're just going to blanket the field with defensive backs and say, okay, take your best shot. And that time, it's intercepted.
And we've often seen teams go into the prevent early, way too early, and sometimes they get too soft in their coverages, but not in this case. They understood the situation and played it with the proper aggression.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Nice run defense presented there, and what I mean by that is discipline. Guys filling the right gaps in the right holes, no one over pursuing, and making a very nice play.
Here's Johnson again on 2nd down. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
This is caught. It's Cooks. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
24-yard gain on the play. First down, New England.
They'll hand it off now. Johnson. Johnson.
They'll get this down to the 21, just on the edge of the red zone.
Second down and 6 now.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
They'll run it with Johnson. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line.
He was brought down at the 13-yard line. And
So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots.
I ain't tripping, this is easy, easy. Got them excited to meet me. I got diamonds, you got CZs. Wake up, get to it, and repeat. Hey, I ain't hear nothing.